Good day po. We are senior high school students for Informatics College Norte. As part of our activity, we'll ask you some questions about how people shared news and stories in the past. This will only take a few minutes po and thank you for your time. So for the first question po is, may we know your name, age, and where you live?
Okay, my name is Armando Dael. I'm 85 and I live in 16 Silicon Road, Pilar Village, Las Piñas.
For the second question po, before there was television or internet, how did you usually get news and updates?
The only news provider was radio. So we had only, I grew up in Cagayan de Oro, we had only one radio station, DXCC, and they provided all the news. Okay, let me add to that. So radio, newspapers, broadsheet, the broadsheets we had came from Manila, like Manila Bulletin. That's about it.
Yes po. The third question po, what kind of stories were commonly shared in your community during your time?
Kind of stories.
Yes po.
So war stories, religious stories. So we had so many ways of telling stories. Of course, the usual family. The family was a very good source of stories. Yeah, and especially since we were 9 brothers and sisters, so you can imagine what kind of stories were passed around, huh? Okay.
And for the fourth question po, how did people usually share important news or announcement with others?
Yeah, word of mouth, basically. In other words, going back to family gatherings. Those were, to me, that's the most the biggest source of news. Family.
Additional 2 questions lang po.
Sure.
Do you think the way people share information now is better than before, and why?
Oh my goodness gracious, it's a whole world of difference between then and now.
Yes.
Because now you have so many media, aside from newspapers and radio, we have television, which we didn't have. I grew up, I was born in 1940, and I grew up in an environment, even in school, even college. When I was in college, we had no television. So there's a world of difference between then and now. So now it's wonderful. It's really great.
So, and do you think people trust news more in the past compared to today? Why or why not?
Definitely. We trusted news as they came in. Now there is so much fake news. So again, going back to the question, was media more reliable during my time? Definitely yes. It's a big yes. Ngayon, mahirap to distinguish between fake news and real news. That's why you guys, you watch out.
And that's all po. Thank you very much for sharing your experiences with us.
You are most welcome. And I hope you guys always remember our values, especially as Christians. Truth, reliability, things like that.
So good day po. We are senior high school students from Informatics College Norte po. As part of our activity, we would like you to ask some questions about how people shared news and stories in the past po. This will only take a few minutes, and thank you for your time po. For the first question po, may we know your name, age, and where you live po?
Bernadette Dael. 73 years old. Well, here 16 Silicon Road, Pilar Village, Las Piñas City.
Ay, yung
The second question po. Before was television or the internet, how did you usually get news and updates?
Well, just like what I said, word of mouth, and then through relatives, through school, through the community sa school, the teachers, and my classmates, my barkada, like that. What else? News. Radio. With the radio and newspapers. Kasi there was papers already. I guess that's it.
And the third question po, what kind of stories were commonly shared in your community during your time?
It's usually mga about what happened sa city government, what happened about let's say who died, like that, what are these people? It's usually chismes actually.
Third question po. How did people usually share important news or announcements with others?
Just like what you said, through letters, they do that. Leaflets, there were other means, aside from those brochures, word of mouth.
do you think the way people share information now is better than before po? Why po and why po?
Why? Definitely because yun nga, it's more reliable ways of transmitting news, ways of communicating. There was also, I remember, yung a transportation. A jeep will go around the village announcing like that, and may loud speaker like that. So that's one way pala.
So, our last question po, do you think people trust news more in the past compared to today? Why po?
They trust more. The news going around, and it's true, rather than today. You really do not know. Is it really true? Is it really happening? Because of the mga fake news na. Okay?
Thank you very much po for sharing your experience with us po.
We really appreciate your time po. Thank you po.
Thank you din. And in our time, there was no in our schooling, di ba? There was nothing like this, that group performance tasks. It's always individual. So,
Yun din po yung sinabi ni Papa na.
it's individual always. Not
And then,
group.
manual po lahat. Kailangan handwriting.
Handwriting, letters.
The biggest advantage of new technology is convenience. Very, very convenient.
Yes,
Very effectively convenient what we have now. The downside to it is in the area of truth and integrity, doon lang.
Yeah.
Doon lang ang problema. But otherwise, I would like to say there are more advantages than disadvantages. We just have to be careful.
From the interview, I realized that before modern media, people relied on radio, newspaper, and word of mouth for their news. Stories were often about wars, religions, and school, which are usually shared during family gatherings. Unlike today's fast and advanced way of getting information, the past felt more trustworthy because fake news are uncommon or wasn't common yet.
Our interviewees highlight the importance of community and word of mouth in sharing news and stories, showing that personal connection matter in today's digital age. While modern technology has made information sharing faster and wider, it's vital to be careful about fake news and verify information, striking a balance between the benefits of technology and critical thinking.
Before television, print media like newspapers and magazines were the main sources of information. Then radio also became important, allowing faster communication of news and entertainment. People sometimes relied on posters, gathering, and word of mouth. Overall, media shaped public opinion and created a sense of community even with limited access.
Our interview about a community elder highlights the deep connection between history, culture, and lived experience. Elder carry valuable wisdom, traditions, and stories that are not always found in a book. Their perspective reveal how the community has changed over time and the lessons that help people overcome challenges. Listening to them is a respect from heritage and build a bridge between generations.
In our interview, we learned how people shared news and stories in the past. Before TV and the internet, news spread through word of mouth, radios, newspapers, and community gatherings. Stories often including traditions and lessons that taught values. And the important information was usually announced in the barangay, church, or passed from neighbor to neighbor.
From the interview, I realized that there's a whole difference between now and then, because back then, it is really inconvenient way of receiving news or information. But they said that it is really reliable and trusted by many people. On the other hand, the advantages of new technology is convenience, but the downside of it is there is so many fake news. And lastly, I want to say that in order for us to develop more in using technology is to use it properly first.